mobile app reputation, it's important, right? Like it's this public facing set of things that people pay attention to make decisions. Like Johnny was saying, it increases the likelihood of being downloaded. If you're a 4.5 star or 4.9 star app, you have a much higher rate of the people who end up on that page taking an action, converting, and downloading. So it's this public thing that also leads to results that's really important. But it's not the only measure of how customers feel about the brand. It is a public measure, and it's a public measure of how they feel about the brand and the mobile app. But that's just, what I find to be really a truism is that that's the tip of the iceberg. That's a small portion of this. So the visual here that we use on a regular basis to talk about this is like when you look publicly, whether it's in social, whether it's in the app stores, those pieces of commentary are really a small portion of what's going on overall to understand the reputation of a brand. There's a lot more opportunity to talk to customers privately. Being like really thoughtful about app store reputation and then overall brand reputation means you necessarily get into the things that are the outputs, the public sharing of the comments, but you also have to get in the practice of the inputs. How do you talk to customers privately? How do you get proactive and ask them questions about what they think about your brand, what they think about your mobile app, what they think about the connected experience? What we're talking about with mobile apps is it's not often just a digital experience itself. It's actually a digital experience that's connected to a physical experience. The classic case here is Starbucks, right? We've for years had this physical experience of you go into the store and do they treat you well? Do they get you your drink right? Is it on time? Is it hot? And then they connect it to a digital experience that allows you to pay with it, right? It allows you to get rewards with it, and it allows you to order ahead. But you still have this physical experience. And so melding those things, the companies are doing that, but the practices internally to understand, how people feel about that means that you have to go much deeper than what's going on publicly. And I also put into place, ideally, systems that allow you to understand, hey, when that customer showed up, and the barista was a little bit late, it impacted your customer experience with this customer in particular in this way. So, the beauty of really thinking about this holistically is that when you think about reputation, it really has to touch all of the pieces of your brand and how you deliver your service. And when you get from monitoring the public reviews to actually going beneath that surface to really focusing on getting proactive and soliciting feedback about moments in time, then you start to paint a picture of why do people feel the way that they do? Why are they saying the things that they do? And when you build a company that has a system around understanding all the pieces of the picture, that's where we get into really brand reputation as it bubbles up from like the mobile app store reputation. And so, of course, it's important to start and care about those things people are saying publicly, but it's not the only place.